Well, if you're still waiting for that big break in voiceover, you're already losing, man. Now, before you think I'm just here to throw another bucket of cold water right up your YouTube, the harsh reality is that nobody in this business gets discovered, and the voice actors who go from part-time to full-time or level up their full-time business are not always the most talented. They're the ones who treat their VO business like a business from day one. So if you're ready to stop hoping and start booking, this is your wake-up call. No one, but no one, is walking through that door to discover you. Even I had to learn this the hard way. And when I started, I had a shiny new demo. I had a website I was proud of. Built it myself, don't you know? And a head full of dreams. And I thought, man, if I could just crank out the auditions, if I could just keep auditioning, then the work is going to come and everything's going to be fine. Someone will notice me. Well, weeks turned into months. My inbox stayed empty, and quite frankly, my confidence started to crack. And then it hit me. The first clients don't come find you, you go find them. Now, I certainly wasn't an outlier here. Most voice actors fall into the audition trap, right? Just audition, 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 audition. It feels productive. You're busy all the time, but the numbers are stacked against you. If you're baseline competent when you start marketing your voiceover business, you might book 1 out of every 100 auditions. The odds are brutal, and the competition is insane. And you've probably heard from other voice actors or coaches, if you're good, the work will come. And that can be a comforting lie, because not always. Because clients don't always hire the voice they like. They oftentimes hire the voice they know. And if you're invisible, you're unemployed. So let me give you my blueprint, how I landed my first early VO clients and how you can too. Step 1, treat your VO like a business and not a hobby. The day I stopped thinking of myself as a side hustling voice actor and started thinking of myself as a business owner, everything changed. I set office hours, I started scheduling my day, I put together my goals and a strategic plan to get there, tracked my outreach, I invested in my marketing, not just my gear. So here's your action step. Block out time every single week, ideally every single day, for business development, because if you don't, you're always going to be too busy to grow. Step number 2, everything starts with a strong foundation, and you've got to build one that's client ready. Now, you don't need a Hollywood agent, you don't need a $10,000 home studio, but you do need these things. First, solid baseline training. You've got to be competent and competitive, because you're competing with voice actors who have been training for years and decades. And if you can't keep up, you're going to get your ass handed to you. Next, a professional demo, not a DIY hack job, not something you threw together or your cousin's sister's kid put together for you. It's got to be professional level, because again, you're competing with pros. A website doesn't have to be the bomb.com. It just has to be clean and functional and optimized for conversion, with your demos front and center, a contact form so it's easy to get in touch with you, and maybe a short bio. And lastly, and this one is so easy, it's just stupid easy, a professional email address with your custom domain. A Gmail or an Outlook or a Yahoo address just tells everybody you don't take this seriously. Step 3, you gotta identify your ideal clients first. Why? Because not all clients are created equal. Now, when I first started marketing myself, man, I shot for the moon. I went after the big brands, the national, the internationals, the Nikes, and so forth. And I didn't realize that they generally only work with casting offices and talent agencies and union talent, because oftentimes they're union signatories. So they have to hire union talent. And the first time I leveled up was when I regrouped and started marketing to local explainer video producers, audio and video production houses, directly to corporate clients. Sometimes that was for corporate training and e-learning. Sometimes that was for other non-broadcast work. And sometimes I actually got some commercials out of it too. Your action step, booby, is to make a list of 50 potential clients. Research their contact information, figure out who the decision makers are that hire voice talent. You're not always going to know, but take your best shot. That's your first lead list. Step 4, master client outreach. Now here's the uncomfortable, oogie, icky part. You're gonna have to reach out. Cold emails, LinkedIn messages. Not a big fan of cold calling. Nobody answers the phone anymore. My very first clients were from cold email. I introduced myself, I sent them to my website and my demo, I offered them a free sample read, and my very first client got back to me, and I still remember this, within a day, and that job turned into a referral. Now, maybe you get wigged out. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I've got you covered. If you need help writing great email drafts the first time, try VO Client Connect Plus. It's our AI-powered email copy generator that uses the exact principles we teach in the VO Freedom Master Plan. They're all baked right in. So now, as they say, you got no excuse. Your action step is to send 10 personalized emails a day. Track the responses, follow up after a week, and then every quarter. Step 5, if you have to, leverage the VO marketplaces, but do not rely on them. Sites like Voices.com, Fiverr, Upwork, they can all be, well, absolutely shitty places to start. Don't build your business on them. In fact, it's very difficult to do that anymore. But they can be a valuable source of auditions in a pinch if you have to use them. But always be building your own client list. And I'll give you one warning, one heads up. These clients on these platforms are extremely price sensitive, and they're extremely oversaturated with voice talent. You, my friend, can stand out by being a pro and being super responsive. Step 6, network like your career depends on it, because it does. There's that old saying, your network is your net worth. And if you don't have one, you're just sitting out there on an island all alone. Join the Facebook groups, the voiceover communities. Connect with other voice actors, other people in the community, service providers, whoever it might be. My third ever client came from a referral from a voiceover community. Your action step, join 3 online VO communities this week. Introduce yourself, offer some value, ask smart questions, make sure you search the group before you ask common questions. And if you're hunting for a group to join, I might recommend VOPro. The link is in the description. The 7th and final step, turn every job into a referral engine. After every single gig, make it part of your process to ask for a referral and a testimonial. Most voiceover clients, well, at least many voiceover clients, know someone else who needs voiceover work, and one happy client can turn into 3, 4, or 5 more. And it's as simple as just throwing this line into an email. Hey, if you know anyone who could benefit from my services, I'd be grateful for an introduction. Now, one tried and true marketing framework is to think of your VO business like a funnel. There's the top of the funnel where most people are, the middle of the funnel where there's a little less people, and then the bottom of the funnel where all the magic happens and you actually book work and get paid. Now, at the top of the funnel, things like social media posts, blog articles, YouTube samples. The middle of the funnel can be your cold direct outreach, whether that's through email or through LinkedIn. It could be free sample reads. And the bottom of the funnel, direct pitches, proposals, follow-ups, closing the deal, etc. So I'll give you another quick action step. Top of funnel. Pick one platform. I don't care what it is. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Make it yours. And commit to posting weekly samples or behind-the-scenes content of you doing the work that you love. Put yourself together a list of past clients and leads if you have any. Send them updates. They've already worked with you. Why wouldn't they be interested in other work that you've done? Update your demos with them. Maybe even send them a special offer. The point is to always offer value and always stay top of mind. Now, one of the biggest corners to turn when you become, let's say you're going from a full-time employee to even a part-time freelancer, there's a big mindset shift there, because for years you've been getting that cushy bi-weekly paycheck come hell or high water, no matter how well or poorly you did your job. But now you're a freelancer, and now your paycheck literally depends on how well you run your business. Mindset shift number 1, you have got to get used to rejection. You will hear no way the fuck more than you will ever hear yes in this business. That's absolutely inescapably normal. But what nobody tells you is every no is a step closer to a yes. Track your outreach and celebrate your efforts, not just the results. Next, stop comparing yourself to other people and start creating. Man, we live in an Instagram, X-driven, Twitter, whatever the hell, type of world where everybody's curating what they're putting out into the world, and it's real easy to get caught up into external comparison. Oh, my career's not going as well as X or Y or Z. Focus on your own progress. The only person you have to beat is you yesterday, you last week, you last year. Every single client you win, every single conversation you open up, that's a win. And finally, this is a business. Invest in yourself. Bet on you. Invest in marketing education. Invest in business and performance training. Your best investments will be in your own growth. There is a short list of common mistakes that most people make, myself included, from time to time. Try not to step in any of these. First, don't wait for perfection, which, by the way, doesn't exist. Don't wait till your demo is just perfect or your website is absolutely right to get it out there, get it into the marketplace, start letting it work for you. You can always improve it as you go. Perfectionism is to be avoided at all costs. Second is spamming rather than connecting. Every time you reach out to somebody, it should be personalized. Show you've done your homework. Show that you understand that client's or that prospect's pain points and challenges, what the opportunities are, the problems that they have, and how you might solve them. Understand your buyer in as much possible detail as you can. And if you don't know where to start, I recommend the big book of VO client avatars. Again, the link is in the description. And the third common mistake is ignoring follow-up. I can't tell you how many voice actors I've talked to over the years. They say, hey, Paul, I bought a list of 1,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 people, and I reached out to all of them, and I didn't get any work. And I go, great, tell me about your follow-up. And they go, my what? My who? Excuse me? Folks, it takes between 8 and 13 touches, depending on which literature you read, to engage a prospect. Reaching out once, I say it all the time, one sit-up ain't going to get you fit. If you don't hear back after that first email, follow up after a week and then every quarter. Consistency and persistence pay. Now, all that said, your first client is a lot closer than you think. And I will never forget the first reply that I got that changed everything. We would love to hire you, Paul, for our project. Now, it wasn't some big fancy national commercial. It was, quite frankly, a small little corporate explainer for a local company. But it was real money at pro VO rates, and best of all, it came from my own marketing efforts. It was validation that what I was doing was working, and it was the start of my full-time voiceover career. You don't need luck. You need a plan and the guts to execute it. So, are you ready to book your first VO client? Here's your action plan. First, set up your business foundation. That means your pro demo, your website, which should be clean and functional and professional looking, and your custom email, not some Gmail address. Second, build your lead list, those 50 potential clients we suggested earlier. Third, send at least 10 personalized emails every day. Fourth, if you have to, leverage the marketplace for audition sources early. 5, network. Ask for referrals from your clients. 6, track your outreach and follow up. And lastly, and maybe most important, invest in your own growth as a marketer, as a business person, and as a VO CEO. Now, the only thing standing between you and what you want, which I assume is a bigger, better voiceover career, is simply action. Most part-time voice actors never go full-time because they sit back and they wait for the world to come to them. They wait for permission. Don't be most voice actors. Don't be most people. Don't sit back and wait. Take action. Learn from every no and keep showing up. Your first client is out there. They're waiting for you to show up. They're waiting for you to get in touch with them. Are you going to do it? Because you're the only one stopping you. Are you ready to stop dreaming and start booking? If you want step-by-step guidance and proven outreach tools and a community of like-minded voiceover people that take their businesses seriously, but not themselves, check out my Work With Me page. I'll put that link in the description and show notes below. There's multiple different ways that you can work with me, from tools to programs to what have you, to help you land your first and subsequent clients a lot faster. If this video brought you value, if you got some learning out of it, if you think it can help other voice actors, other creative pros, please send it to them, share it with them, give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you're listening to us on the audio podcast, make sure you follow us. The more we talk, the more we exchange opinions, strategies, ideas, the better, stronger industry we're going to have for everybody. Thanks so much, and we'll see you back here again real soon. Take care.